Yeah, concerning the new HOA members, I want them to, come into the house and bring up new ideas. Most of them are coming in fresh for the first time, sure, but then I want them to come with, new ideas that will bring up bills that we Nigerians will feel, not particularly bills that are not relevant. The last House of Assembly, although they will say they tried, but then most of the things they did were not, were not satisfactory to me. Bring out bills that support health, that support our education needs a revamping, a total revamping. Bring up such bills and, let us move in from there. And it's not even about party now. We need them to work together in synergy for the development and growth of Nigeria as a whole. Yeah.
Well, what I expect from the incoming new members from the House of Assembly is to cooperate with the old ones and cooperate with the president, so that at least they can form a quorum to make the governance favorable for him, compared to the last members of the House of Assembly that there was problem between the president, Saraki, and all of them. So I expect them to cooperate this time around.
What I would just advise our leaders to do is for them to do the right thing, to provide more infrastructure facilities for the country, for the less privileges, to be kind and be good to each and every one of us in this country. Let me just summarize it all. And now that they are over there, they should not see it as an opportunity to embezzle or misappropriate the nation's fund, but they should use it adequately to provide more infrastructural facilities for this country.
What I actually expect from these new incoming leaders is for them to be of good governance. It's for them to take the pains of Nigerians at heart and do the right thing. Yes, we know we are all Nigerians, and most of the time most Nigerians, or 90% of Nigerians, or 95% of Nigerians are being moved by money and all. But definitely, they see a good part of Nigerians, you understand? So they can tap into that good part of Nigeria and do something meaningful. You understand? Let them do something meaningful and let's see how Nigeria can get better.
Nigeria is in a dire state, is in need of leaders who we can hold accountable. The way Nigeria is now, Nigeria is bleeding. If Nigeria were to be a medical patient, Nigeria is bleeding, and we need leaders who will be in the house to enact laws, uphold the cause of justice, and be accountable to the citizens. They are not in the house just to turn their offices to fiefdoms. They are not in the house to be reckless with financial support that the government is giving them on behalf of the governed. They are not in the house to turn the place into a place where they will make noise, just to say something that they want to say because people are expecting them to say things. They are there to uphold the cause of nation building. They should be the ones to help the president to make the nation a better place. If you check out the history of nations from China to Canada to America, lawmakers are the people who stand in the place of justice to make sure that the president is doing the right thing. Without them, the country will go haywire. The country will move off course from the way things are supposed to go. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to policing, the society needs the right mechanism to be policed. Talk of our medical system is appalling. Talk of our educational system cannot produce right graduates with the right mindset, with the right skill set, all because the people who are supposed to make laws take their children abroad. They go abroad for medical practice, they go abroad for medical checkup, and then they leave the nation, the people at the lower strata of the economy, in a mess. So Nigerians need to wake up and demand accountability. You need to follow budget online. You need to follow tracker. You need to track everything these people are doing. That's the only way we can hold them also accountable. So it's a two-way system. They hold the president accountable. We hold them accountable. And the money meant for constituency projects are not, and when they do it, they should not be calling it gifts. They should not be saying it's a volunteer thing. It's our money. It's money of lawmakers. So whatever constituency projects they are also doing, we need to hold them accountable. And then there has to be a roadmap for this country. If an architect is building a house, you need an architectural plan. Nigeria does not have a map. Nigeria does not have a future as it stands. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. This country needs help. So this new crop of lawmakers, I pray that they don't go there and start a charade of what has been done before. They are there to make sure that things work.
Pertaining the new incoming House of Assembly representatives, I would want them to work with the new president, Buhari, and they should make new policies. As regards to the VAT, I'm hearing that they want to increase. Please, the economy is not buoyant enough for them to increase VAT. They should just reduce it or leave it the way it is. The increase in salary does not warrant them to increase VAT, because if you look at it, the increase of supposedly additional 2.5% in the VAT, it rubbishes the increase in salary, because it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. You are even collecting more from the citizens than what you are giving to them. So if they are not ready to increase salary and leave it there, they should just tell us straightforward than going behind to increase VAT, thereby taking back the increment that they've given to the masses.
I would want the incumbent administration with regards to the National Assembly to be loyal not to the president per se, because it could be blind loyalty, but to the people who elected them to office. Like, they should look out for the problems of the country and prefer short, medium and long-term solutions that would last over time. Like, one of the problems the country faces is in generating energy. Like, energy is a big problem in Nigeria, and energy is a source of revenue in the next 10 to 15 years. And how can they tackle issues of population, like population growth? How can they tackle it? Because within 30 to 50 years time, the population of the country will outpace that of the United States. Are they looking for ways in which they can provide for the people? And then if they can cut down on their expenses, like sitting allowance, furniture allowance, all these allowances, it's not like it's a crime to be rich, but if they can actually direct this thing and make sensible constitutional project for their constituencies, it would go a long way in bringing about development. And they should also try and reduce the tone of having issues with the opposition. Like, the incumbent administration, like, it's not every time the ruling party is always right, so they should always listen to the opposition as well. And the issue of security is very paramount. So it's not just economic issue, it's the issue of security. How can they curb on the issue of security, like the herdsmen and the likes? And then lastly, on job creation, not just job that is 9 to 5, but can be sustainable over time. Try and look for ways to create jobs that are sustainable and that would have a positive effect on the growth and development of Nigeria.